YSL Holiday Makeup just launched. Oh my gosh. Immediately, as soon as I saw this eyeshadow palette, I thought about Over the Red. Now that we got all the comparisons, in terms of the shimmer, no. Obviously, I had to pick up the eyeshadow palette in Golden Lace, and out of the 3 lipsticks, I picked up one of them in the shade 201 Rosewood Blush. The eyeshadow palette comes in this limited edition casing that is just so beautiful, and as you can tell, it's white, but it does have that golden lace kind of detail. And by the way, if you're new here to my channel, welcome. I film in natural light in 4K resolution, so make sure you have that resolution on your YouTube settings as 4K. And now take a peek at this beauty. Oh my gosh. And if you're following me on Instagram or TikTok, you may have seen the unboxing of this eyeshadow quad. And when I was doing the unboxing, the sun was hitting so hard that you could see the little sparkles on this shade. The embossing is beyond beautiful. It's just so gorgeous. I cannot wait to put it on my eyes. The palette is made in Italy and it has a shelf life of 24 months. No. Oh. I mean, you can see the embossing, but barely there. Now, this shade, I will consider more of a taupe shade. And then we have this antique gold tone. This looks more of a metallic finish. This is definitely, yeah, gorgeous matte. The formula from YSL is one of the best ones. And then we have one that is more of like a soft satin finish bronze. A stunning color story. Swatch it here. Ooh, so good. And don't you worry, I do have many YSL quads, so we're going to do some comparisons in a minute. Refer 15 brush, and I'm taking this shade and applying it above the crease. Oof. This just alone all over the eyelid. Wow. Chanel 202 brush, and going back to this shade. Now I'm gonna pack it just a little bit more on the outer third of the eyelid. Sonia G Mini Booster, and I'm taking this shade and applying it on the outer third of the eyelid. Sonia G Builder Pro, and I'm gonna take this shade and applying it on the inner third of the eyelid. BK Beauty 209 brush, and I'm applying this shade right on the center of the eyelid. Taking the lighter shade, the Refer 23 brush, and I'm just gonna take it on the inner corner. BK Beauty 204 brush, and I'm gonna dust this shade on the lower lash line. Sonia G Flat Definer and the deepest shade, and I'm taking this shade and applying it on the outer third of the lower lash line. And I'm gonna use this same shade and I'm gonna outline my upper lash line. Here you have it. This is the final look. In terms of the 3 lipsticks, they are all in the Loveshine formulation, but they do have a little bit of glitter or shimmer particles. The shades are existing shades, so there's not a true like unique shade, except that again, it does have a little bit of a shimmer. And if you're not familiar with the YSL Loveshine lipstick, they are basically a lip oil, but on a bullet format, and they come with the silver and pink packaging. They do not carry as much pigment as, say, the Candy Glaze, which are these lipsticks. And I do have reviews for all the YSL lipsticks with many swatches. But anyhow, friends, the Loveshine lipstick from this holiday collection, again, the one that I picked up is Rosewood Blush, and we have again this lace design. Super pretty. Show you the shade here. As you can tell, it's just soft like a lip oil. Now in terms of the shimmer, you know, I don't see any shimmer in it. So I don't know if perhaps just 1 or 2 have shimmer, but at least this one, it doesn't. At least not that I can see. Let's see when I apply it. You see how juicy this is? Ah, the shade. Yeah, I don't see any glitter in it. And beautiful nonetheless, but no glitter. Which I know many of you will be super happy to hear that. In terms of comparisons, immediately as soon as I saw this eyeshadow palette, I thought about Over Doré, which was launched during the summer season. I did my review on this baby, so we have to give it a swatch. Now, in terms of the Doré shade, yes, you have the tauper shade, then you have a gorgeous matte shade. This is one of my favorite eyeshadows. I mean, like, this is so beautiful. And then you have your golden tone. Let's just give it a side-by-side swatch. The tauper shade of Over Doré is more gold. It does have more of that yellowish undertone. Now let's go for this shade. Okay, these two shades are, to me, the same. Yeah, I don't see any difference. Perhaps the one from Over Doré is a tiny bit darker, but not by much. And then, let's see, this shade here. The one from the Holiday Collection is more warm tone. The one from Over Doré, as you can see, is more cool tone. And then the last shade will be this other matte shade, obviously. Doesn't have anything to do with that bronze tone. So in general, I think that perhaps these two, although I like, you will get, yes, alike kind of eyeshadow looks, but not exactly the same. One of my favorite palettes from YSL, I mean, so many, they are so gorgeous. Overbloom, this is the one from the Holiday. You may be wondering about the bronze tone. It is different. The one from the Holiday Collection is a lot warmer. This one is more neutral. Then this brown shade is a lot deeper in tone. Yeah. I mean, they play all with, you know, they are all within the family, but they are not the same. Sorry, I swatch again this shade here, but I think you can see right there. Another eyeshadow palette also from YSL is 300. I think this is Casbah's Spice, something along those lines. This has 3 matte shades and then the one topper shade. I'm going to put the topper shade up here so you can see it. Okay, that is a lot more warm in tone. The one from Casbah's Spice. And then I'm just going to swatch the shades down here. Okay, this is not the same. This one is cooler. This one is not warmer, but more neutral. Then we have this more terracotta kind of tone. And then this matte shade. I mean, if anything, with all of these palettes, you can create an incredible nude eyeshadow palette. From last year, the only shade that I would like to swatch is the tauper shade. No, it's still more yellow in tone and more warm. The one from this year is lighter, more champagne, even cooler. Also, for some reason, I thought that Golden Lace was going to look very much alike to Suspicion by Tom Ford. But as you can tell, Suspicion is more warm in tone. If anything, I want to swatch this shade. Perhaps this shade here too. Let's swatch all the shades so you can see it. This palette is just so glorious. The best of the best. Just gonna swatch it here so you can get an idea. Why I did it the wrong way. Suspicion is warmer in tone than Golden Lace for sure. Okay, friends, now that we got all the comparisons, what are my thoughts about this YSL Holiday Collection? Let's start first with the eyeshadow palette in Golden Lace. I love the color story. I think it's very much a color story geared not only towards holiday, but something for all year round. In fact, to me, this is an eyeshadow palette that if you're planning to give to someone, you can give it pretty much with confidence if you know the person who you're giving it to likes nude tones that lean more into the warmer side. If so, I mean, the formulation of eyeshadows from YSL is glorious. One of the very best ones in the luxury world. I mean, hands down, top 5, YSL is there. The presentation is gorgeous, blendability, payoff, simplicity in terms of simple to use. It has a little mirror. The case is stunning, very much holiday with the lace. I know lace for some people may be like, what? but there's ornaments that they come with that golden lace. Last year's was perhaps my favorite one in terms of packaging, but beautiful nonetheless. And if you want to dip your toes in YSL makeup, this could be a really good way for you to start doing so. Would I recommend golden lace if you already have over gold? I mean, the nuances are there. You get more matte shades with, not like there are a ton of matches, two matte shades with over gold. I think it's over gold or over yellow. Well, you know, the over one. But that one, it could give you perhaps an alike look. But if you want something pretty, a prettier packaging, and like go with golden lace, be reminded that this is limited edition. In terms of the Loveshine, I mean, it's one of my favorite lip formulations from YSL. It has that lip oil kind of finish, but with the convenience of being in a bullet format. Now, one thing that I could tell you that I'm disappointed is that I don't see the shimmer particles, which is not disappointment in terms like, I really want the shimmer particles. No, I really didn't want them, but I was kind of expecting them. In the opposite side, once again, if you are dipping your toes into YSL, if you want to try the formulation and you're like, oh no, I don't want any shimmer in it, I mean, then definitely this is perfect for you, because this not only comes in the beautiful packaging, but you get the formulation without the shimmer. There's other two shades that they are, again, re-promoted shades, 44 Lavalier, and the other one, I don't remember the number or the name, but I do have a full-on review on the Loveshine with all of the swatches. I think I bought 10 or 15 of them. I don't even remember, friends. But my review is here up on my YouTube channel, or say if you are in TikTok and rather see it in a short format, you will see it there too, or otherwise on my Instagram. I do not know, I'm not aware if say one or the other two shades do have that shimmer, so do not quote me on that. But I mean, in summary, I really like the collection. It's tiny. If anything, I wish to have seen within this collection a sneak peek of, if you don't know, there are blushes coming from YSL. They look stunning. It would have been really nice to give a little like, oh, this is a teaser right here, and bring us, I don't know, two blushes, one for light medium complexions and one for deeper complexions with this formulation, and perhaps other eyeshadow palette too, perhaps with something, I don't know, deeper, a little bit more, I don't know, like burgundy, but not red. It would have been a lot of fun. Although I do appreciate when collections are not just like so overwhelming that we feel like, oh my gosh, I don't even know where to start. Now, I want to hear from you. Are you excited about this collection? Are you picking up any of the products? Let's continue that conversation in the comment section down below. It will be amazing if you enjoyed this video. If it served you of any help, please give it a thumbs up. Share with family and friends. And we have hit 45,000 subscribers, my friends. Our family is growing, and I'm just so happy for it. And if you're one of my new subscribers, welcome. Thank you so much for the opportunity. I think that we can make it to 50,000 subscribers by the end of the year, so help me to achieve that. So if you haven't done so yet, again, subscribe to the channel with the post notification bell on. If you happen to be on TikTok or on Instagram, I'm also there. And if you're not done watching my content, well, guess what? I will be leaving a couple other videos at the end of the screen that I'm sure you're gonna love. Until the next time, I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful day. Bye!
Entre as ruas, já não vejo mais meus horizontes. Cidade nua, dentro de mundo calmo.